murder Charlie Kirk right here in Utah. I'm so freaking pissed right now.
At the moment when the student gives a comment, a shot sounded behind his back.
What was that? He just got shot! Holy shit!
People in panic begin to scatter, screams and horror sweep the campus.
There were gunshots.
The speech of political activist Charlie Kirk turned into a tragedy. He was shot right in the middle of a speech at the University of Utah.
That's a lot of people, Utah, I'll tell you what.
A Trump supporter was shot in the neck and died. And this has already stirred up America and the world.
I've never been so pissed in my whole life. They just murdered Charlie Kirk right here in Utah. I'm so freaking pissed right now. This is bullshit. I just saw blood squirting out of his neck. I love that guy. He would have been our next president. I am so pissed right now. Why do they always come with fucking violence? Gosh damn it! Use your freaking words as they're talking to you people! Who shot Charlie Kirk? I'm driving in a Provo right now! I'm so pissed! Damn it!
Charlie Kirk performed as part of his tour, which was supposed to cover universities across the country. On this day, September 10th, about 300 people switched to its debates. Kirk began his speech by answering questions about mass shootings and gun violence. And suddenly a shot is heard, and the calm atmosphere turns into chaos.
And I saw Charlie Kirk start talking and stuff, and all of a sudden in a second later, I heard a gunshot, and everybody started like running in like a mob through the doors, and like it was scary.
Yeah, absolutely. And we saw some of those videos on social media. People.
Preliminary firing was carried out from a distance of about 100 to 200 meters, probably from the roof of a neighboring building, which allows us to talk about a carefully planned.
We're on the Utah Valley University campus in Orem, Utah, where conservative activist Charlie Kirk was just shot in the neck while at a speaking engagement for students on campus. President Donald Trump has just confirmed on Truth Social that Kirk has died from his wounds. The campus is currently on lockdown. There are helicopters flying overhead, students rushing off campus, frantically calling their parents and loved ones. There are armored officers all over campus, SWAT team just pulled up, and police dogs surveying the scene.
U.S. President Donald Trump promised to find and punish all those involved.
I am filled with grief and anger at the heinous assassination of Charlie Kirk on a college campus in Utah. Charlie inspired millions, and tonight all who knew him and loved him are united in shock and horror. Charlie was a patriot who devoted his life to the cause of open debate and the country that he loved so much, the United States of America. He fought for liberty, democracy, justice, and the American people. He's a martyr for truth and freedom, and there's never been anyone who was so respected by youth. Charlie was also a man of deep, deep faith, and we take comfort in the knowledge that he is now at peace with God in heaven. Our prayers are with his wife, Erika, the two young, beloved children, and his entire family, who he loved more than anything in the world. We ask God to watch over them in this terrible hour of heartache and pain. This is a dark moment for America. Charlie Kirk traveled the nation, joyfully engaging with everyone interested in good faith debate. His mission was to bring young people into the political process, which he did better than anybody ever, to share his love of country and to spread the simple words of common sense. On campuses nationwide, he championed his ideas with courage, logic, humor, and grace. It's a long past time for all Americans and the media to confront the fact that violence and murder are the tragic consequence of demonizing those with whom you disagree day after day, year after year, in the most hateful and despicable way possible. For years, those on the radical left have compared wonderful Americans like Charlie to Nazis and the world's worst mass murderers and criminals. This kind of rhetoric is directly responsible for the terrorism that we're seeing in our country today, and it must stop right now. My administration will find each and every one of those who contributed to this atrocity and to other political violence, including the organizations that fund it and support it, as well as those who go after our judges, law enforcement officials, and everyone else who brings order to our country. From the attack on my life in Butler, Pennsylvania last year, which killed a husband and father, to the attacks on ICE agents, to the vicious murder of a healthcare executive in the streets of New York, to the shooting of House Majority Leader Steve Scalise and 3 others, radical left political violence has hurt too many innocent people and taken too many lives. Tonight, I ask all Americans to commit themselves to the American values for which Charlie Kirk lived and died, the values of free speech, citizenship, the rule of law, and the patriotic devotion and love of God. Charlie was the best of America, and the monster who attacked him was attacking our whole country. An assassin tried to silence him with a bullet, but he failed, because together we will ensure that his voice, his message, and his legacy will live on for countless generations to come. Today, because of this heinous act, Charlie's voice has become bigger and grander than ever before, and it's not even close. May God bless his memory, may God watch over his family, and may God...
The FBI and local police continue to investigate. 2 suspects were detained, but later released. 1 was charged with obstructing the investigation. The investigation continues. Investigators are looking for evidence.
I cried when I found out he died. So all of us have got to work together and de-escalate the hate and the rhetoric in this country. And remember, we're Americans, and you can disagree in a way that doesn't end in a horrible way today did.
Local and federal authorities, including Utah Governor Spencer Cox, qualified the incident as a political assassination. The possibility of applying a death sentence to the shooter is not ruled out.
An event at the Utah Valley University. He was taken by private vehicle to Timpanogos Hospital, where he later passed. The Utah Department of Public Safety will be co-leading this criminal investigation to find this killer, along with the Federal Bureau of Investigation. We are working in unison with the County Sheriff's Office, the local police department, and the University Police Department, all of which have been very cooperative and fully engaged in this process. Shortly after the shooting, we did have a suspect in custody, George Zinn, but he was released from custody after we identified that he did not match the shooting suspect and was not an accurate person of interest. However, he has been booked into the county jail by Utah Valley University Police Department for obstruction of justice. We do still have an active investigation for the person of interest. This incident occurred with a large crowd around. There was 1 shot fired and one victim. While the suspect is at large, we believe this was a targeted attack towards one individual. This is a tragic moment in our state and in our country.
Charlie Kirk is a 31-year-old podcast host and conservative activist. Kirk actively criticized the policy towards Ukraine, opposed the provision of assistance, and openly stated that Crimea has always been part of Russia. Kirk's death again exacerbated the political situation in the United States. Analysts warn that such incidents could further divide American society and provoke new acts of violence. The world continues to monitor developments. Friends, what do you think? Write your opinion in the comments and share this video with your friends. Let more people know the truth.